What's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Let me go ahead and adjust this mic a little bit. I think I'm getting some feedback. I'm gonna cut this down. Let me bring this down a little bit. All right, I think we good. We good. We good. What's up, everybody? I hope everybody's doing well tonight. Um, this is my nightcap. It's 9 o'clock here on the in the South. We're in Georgia. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. So uh, it's 9 o'clock here. I hope everybody had a great day. My day was great. I didn't really do much, did a little work, but for the most part, I was handling some personal affairs, just moving around a little bit. Just wanted to jump in here and do this video. I wanted to talk about a few things tonight. You know, you know what I need to do? I just seen earlier. I have to go to my Facebook page and make sure that these videos be public when I do them, because a lot of times they are for friends, but I want to go public. Everybody be able to share and look at it. So as y'all see, the caption that I put on this video is "Be mindful of what you speak into the lives of those you are connected to." I gotta edit that. Be mindful of what you speak into the lives of those who are connected to you. Um, it's important, you know, it's very important that we be mindful of the things that we say, right? Because those things, words manifest into reality. I'm a firm believer of that. Words manifest into reality. I got a story that I wanted to tell, and it's a fictional story, but I'm pretty sure that it's a lot of truth in lives of people that's in this world. you know. So this story is about a mom and a daughter. Okay. It's about a mom and a daughter, a single parent. She's a single parent for whatever reason. We ain't gonna talk about the backdrop of it, but she is a single parent. She's working a job and she's pushing for a promotion. She's been with this company for a long time and she liked the company. She liked her job. She's real passionate about what she do. And a position became available for management. So she wants that position. So therefore, for the last few months, she had been working hard, trying to please her management, please her bosses, so that they can consider her for the promotion to that position. She come in early, she leave late. She put in the extra effort, she put in the extra commitment. She's pretty much running circles around everybody that's in this facility or at this office because she really want that promotion. She have a beautiful daughter. Her daughter is 8 years old, and she sings so well. She sings very good. She got a nice personality, very bright child, articulate, speaks very well, gets good grades in school. I'm just trying to give you some understanding of who this family is, right? The daughter sings so well. Every time she come around, everybody always asks her, "Hey, sing me a song." And then the daughter just light up. She'll light up the room and start singing. When the daughter talk, right, she she gets everybody's attention because of the way that she speak and the way that she carry herself. You know. So one day, the mom woke up late. Okay, so she's supposed to been at work like at 8 o'clock, and she ended up waking up at 8 o'clock. Had a long day. So when she woke up and realized that she was late, she started rushing. She started moving, trying to hurry up and get herself together. Then she had to get her daughter together, you know. So by the time she got to work, she dropped her daughter off at school. By the time she got to work, it was probably about 9 o'clock, 9:15. So she was probably about an hour and 15 minutes late. And just so happened on this day, corporate had came to the job, to the facility. Corporate was there. So one of the tasks that she had, she wasn't able to do it because she was late. And that little situation, I guess corporate wrote down in their notes that it wasn't done. Okay. So the young lady went to her office. She was in there preparing her day, and corporate was in the building looking at everybody else work, grading everybody else work, doing things like that. And her manager came over to her and said, you know, you were late today. My boss got on me about something that you should have been doing if you were here. Now, her manager not knowing that she woke up late, she don't know her situation. She don't know all the stress and everything that she have on her shoulders outside of the job, right? So she didn't ridicule the young lady at that moment. She just continued through the day. At the end of the day, before it was time to leave, the manager came back to the young lady's office and she told the young lady, she said, I know that you've been working hard. I know that you've been staying longer. You've been coming in early. You've been going the extra mile. And I know your name is on the board for this promotion. But today you were late today. And my management, my boss got on me because of something that you were supposed to do. So I'm going to have to take your name off the running for the promotion. I'm sorry, but this isn't for you. This promotion is not for you. We need someone that's on time, that handles all of the tasks that they do. Now, keep in mind, this young lady had been, for the last 6 months, her name been on that board for the promotion. For the last 6 months, this young lady has been coming to work early, staying late, doing extra, going over and beyond because she wanted this position, you know. Um, but on this one day, she just happened to wake up late, come to work late. Still made it, still gave it 100% when she got there. But just because of that one situation, she was took off the board for that position that she was fighting so hard for. She was fighting so hard for it. So after her manager talked to her that day, she went to her car. She sat down in her car, threw her purse over on the passenger seat, put her hand on her head, and said, really screwed up. She was so frustrated with herself. She was upset with herself. She was real mad at herself because she really wanted that position. She really wanted that position. So when she left her job, she went to the school to pick her daughter up. Her daughter not knowing what's going on. She's only 8 years old. So she don't know what's going on. So the daughter hops in the car. She gets in the back seat. And she's bright, just like she is all the time. Cheerful, happy. She's just a spirit, just a whole vibe. And she get in the car and she's singing. Because remember, she got a beautiful voice. She got a beautiful voice. So she's singing and she's happy. Not looking at the fact that her mom has something going on and her mom is frustrated. That never crossed her mind. She never even knew that something was going on with her mother because she wasn't paying attention to her mother's actions or her mother's whole energy. She wasn't paying attention to it. She was just being a child, you know. Um, so she get in the car, she's singing, she happy, she joyful, she playing, and the mother turns around and tells her, "Shut up. Don't nobody want to hear you right now. Don't nobody want to hear you sing. Quit talking. Don't nobody want to hear you talk right now. Be quiet." See, she didn't mean none of that stuff that she said to her daughter, but she said it out of frustration. She said it out of anger. She said it out of being hurt because of what just happened to her at her job. And she was reacting off of emotions when she said that to her daughter. So when she said that to her daughter listened and she heard every word that her mother just said to her. At that moment, the little girl stopped singing. She stopped talking. In the car, she stopped. She stopped singing. She stopped talking. She just sat in the back seat quiet, put her head down, and just looked out the window all the way home. So when they got home, the mom told her, she put her in the bath, got her ready for bed, put her to bed. And the next day, when it was time to go to school, the little girl, she didn't say a lot. The mom not really noticing what's going on with her daughter at the moment. She just didn't say a lot right now, you know. So the mom dropped off at school and then she went on back to work. So the teachers at the little girl's school was wondering, like, why is she so quiet today? This is not how she act. This is not the same little girl. What's going on? What's wrong? So the teachers are a little concerned because they don't know. They notice it like off the rip. It didn't take like days for them to realize that the little girl changed, you know. But they noticed that she wasn't the same. They didn't say anything to the mom that day because they wanted to kind of get a little girl some time just so she could see. So the next day come around, the little girl go back to school. She the same way. She's not singing. She's not participating in the choir. She's not participating in class activities. She just kind of sat alone to herself in the class. And she wasn't talking. She wasn't active. She wasn't joyful. It was like her light was cut off. So at this moment, the teachers called a conference with her mom, a meeting. So her mom came in and she sat down with the teachers and the principal and the counselor, and they was telling her like something is anything going on at home. Um, we noticed that she's not the same as she always is when she come to school. We noticed that she don't sing anymore. We noticed that she don't participate in school activities and class activities anymore. Is anything wrong? And the mom not knowing that something is wrong because she don't even remember what she said to her daughter that day because she spoke out of emotions. She spoke out of frustrations. She spoke out of anger. She spoke out of hurt. So that was just a moment in time when she said that to her daughter. She didn't feel that way about her daughter. She didn't feel like her daughter couldn't sing. She didn't feel like don't nobody want to hear you talk. She didn't feel like none of that. She just felt like that at that moment because of what she was dealing with. So what ended up happening is this is why I say we have to be mindful of what we say to those that's connected to us, and we have to be mindful of what we say to ourselves, right? At that moment in that car, when the mom was frustrated and when the mom was upset, she spoke that into her daughter's life, and her daughter listened and heard what her mom said, and her daughter made an agreement with herself. And that agreement that her daughter made was, you can't sing. Don't nobody want to hear you talk. Be quiet. Stop talking. See, those are the things that her mom said to her out of frustration, hurt, anger, and emotions. But when the little girl said that, the little girl made an agreement with herself that that's what it is. See, every day we wake up, we make agreements with ourselves. And it starts in the morning. So when we wake up in the morning, regardless of how we feel, we must not speak anything negative against our lives. If you don't feel good, don't say, man, I don't feel good right now. Because words could turn into reality, and we have to be mindful of what we say. I don't care how much money you got. Don't never say I'm broke, because words can turn into reality when we speak those things. So we have to be mindful of the things that we say to ourselves and the things that we say to others. Now, that's a sad story because it changed this little girl's whole perspective of who she really is because of what someone that she loved spoke into her life. Now, it's okay because she can go back and make new agreements, which is what brings us to this, what we're going to talk about today, right? Um, this is what I want to talk to y'all about. And this right here changed my life. It was a book that I read some years back. And the name of that book is called The Four Agreements. So these four agreements is something that I live by every day. And when I learned about these four agreements, it gave me the ability to start being mindful of what I say to myself, start being mindful of what I say to my kids, start being mindful of what I say to people that's connected to me. Just be mindful of the things that we say because words can turn into reality. Words can manifest into something that's real. Okay? So I want to talk about this, and it's four agreements. And the first agreement is be impeccable with your word. And that's why I wanted to start this conversation tonight with that story, is because I just showed you how the power of words could affect the lives of not only ourselves, but the lives of others that's connected to us. So that's why I wanted to start with that story. Talk about the power of words, and words can shape our reality. It could really shape our reality. Speak with integrity, avoid gossiping, and using words and start using words to spread positivity. Because I tell people, like, you get from the world what you give to the world. So every day that I wake up, I'm making my business to make sure I go into the world and pour nothing but positive energy into the world, because I know that if I pour positive energy in the world, it have no choice but to come back to me. Okay. So that's important. So remember what I told you. From the time that you wake up in the morning, regardless of what you got going on in life, regardless of how you feel, regardless of how your bank account look, don't ever speak negative to yourself and to those who are connected to you. So the first agreement is be impeccable with your word. The second agreement is never take anything personal. Now, this is a tough one, right? And I'm going to tell you why this one is tough, because it's hard not to take something personal when we feel like certain things are directed towards us. If somebody is treating you a certain kind of way and you know that they are treating you a certain kind of way, it's hard not to take that personal. But you have to understand that the energy that people have towards you is usually based on the agreements that they made with themselves on that day. So if somebody woke up and they was like, man, today gonna be a messed up day, right? I don't care. I'm finna do this or I'm finna do that today. I don't care about the day, right? That means that their energy is shifted. So when they come across your path in life, right? When they come across your path and they acting real funny towards you, try not to take that personal, because they are only acting that way because of an agreement that they made with themselves. Have you ever been around somebody, right? Let me drink some of my. Have you ever been around somebody and on this day, right? On this day, let me turn this mic a little bit. On this day, this person like just got a real bad attitude. This person just seemed off. And you saying to yourself, like, man, what's wrong with such and such? What's going on with them? They tripping. And then the next day, they act totally different. It's like they're a whole different person. And you like, damn, yesterday you was such and such. That's what you're saying to yourself. But you have to understand that yesterday they made an agreement with themselves. So today they probably made better agreements, you know. So that's one of the hardest things is um, not taking things personal. That's tough, right? Um, Taking things personally can lead to unnecessary suffering, right? Because you so concerned about how a person treated you or what a person said to you or this or that. That person probably said what they said and they gone about their day. They gone about their day. They not even thinking about what they said to you, but yet you still holding on to what they said to you. So now it done made you a hostage because you're taking it personal. But you have to always go back to the fact and understand that that person was moving that way because of an agreement that they made with themselves. You know, um, what other people say is a reflection of their reality, not yours. So you shouldn't take it personally. If a person say something to you that's negative, right? That's just a reflection of their reality, not yours. I can't control how you feel about me. I can't control how you feel about me. So me knowing that I can't control how you feel about me, then why would I take it personally? Because what you say or how you feel is a reflection of your reality, not mine. Okay. So in my notes right here, I got something that says, let go of the need for approval and find peace and understanding of this principle. right? Find peace and understanding that you can't take everything personal. Try not to take nothing personal. The next agreement, which is the third agreement, is don't make assumptions. So many people make assumptions. And you know what they say about assumptions. And I ain't gonna even say it on this live, but we know what they say about assumptions, right? Um, most problems arise from making assumptions, especially in communication. Because that's the easiest way to get around an assumption or get through an assumption is just having the communication, right? People do so much to avoid those hard conversations versus having those hard conversations and getting past the assumption. See, because if you don't have that conversation, right, you just assuming that this person feel this way about you, or you assuming that that's how that person think. I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of that. I got family that I really love, and I miss so many years of relationships with some of my family because I didn't have that hard conversation that I assumed a person felt or said about me. I assumed something was truthful. And instead of me having that conversation to find out if there was truth in it, I lived many years attached to the assumption. Yeah. So don't make assumptions. Um, Start asking questions and seek clarity to avoid misunderstandings. There's so many relationships out here that's so ruined because people don't have those conversations and they have so many misunderstandings because so many people make so many assumptions. So many relationships are ruined because of assumptions. Now, the fourth agreement, because we can't even focus on none of the top three without the fourth. And the fourth agreement is always do your best. So always do your best not to make assumptions. Always do your best to not take things personal. Always do your best to not make assumptions. I think I said that. I'm sorry. Always do your best to be impeccable with your word. And always do your best to always do your best. You know, um, it's so important that you give your best effort in everything you do, regardless of the circumstances. Always give your best effort. Now, your best can vary from day to day, and that's okay. Some days you're gonna fall short. Some days you're gonna over exceed. It's okay. But as long as you do your best on that day, that's what matters the most. Okay. Um, just do your best. Stop seeking perfection. Right. Perfection leads to it leads to you being satisfied um, from a place that's not real. Don't worry about perfection. Right. Just focus on doing your best, and that's gonna lead to a peace of mind. Okay, that's gonna lead to a peace of mind. Now, when I when I when I read this book and I learned this and I started implementing this in my life, it did so much to me spiritually, mentally, emotionally. It did a lot for me. And I really enjoyed that book. So I wanted to share that with you guys today. And I wanted to share that story with you tonight. So if you tuned in to this and you're looking at this, I appreciate you giving me your ear, and make sure you share this because we all, nobody in this world is perfect. We all working to be better versions of ourselves. My only competition is the man I see in the mirror. And my only objective or is to be better than he was yesterday. I want to be better than who I was yesterday. That's what I want to do. You know, I want to love myself more. I want to love those that's connected to me more. I want to love my friends more. I want to be a better brother. I want to be a better friend. I want to be a better big brother. I want to be a better mentor. I want to be a better coach. So my only competition is the man I see in the mirror every day. So I appreciate y'all, man. And, we right at 32 minutes right now. I hope y'all enjoyed this live tonight. We are across all 8 platforms. We're across the board right now. I just wanted to come in here and share my ideology with you guys. And like as always, I really appreciate y'all for giving me the opportunity to speak, for putting me on a pedestal so I could talk and share the mind of the big brother. So I'll holler at y'all later, man. Y'all be good and peace. We out.